Okay. Four. Audience of four. Oh, okay.
We live in a world where abortion is legal. That means every 30 seconds there's one abortion, 120 in an hour, and 2,899 just in a day. Lives that never had a chance. These statistics have been proven by American Life League. In this speech, I'm going to tell y'all why abortion should be illegal. Abortion is murder. These poor little kids, little babies, have never had a chance. So I'm going to discuss when life begins, what abortion is, and why it should be illegal. Abortion is illegal because life begins at conception. Organization National Rights to Life has said it is elementary biology. For 100 plus years, medical science has said that life begins at fertilization. That is when the egg and the sperm meet. The zygote is formed. At 18 days, the heartbeat begins. Movement begins at 5 to 6 weeks, even though you don't feel it for another 8 to 10 weeks. At 7 weeks, it starts to hiccup, and at 8 weeks, it starts to breathe. Our Creator even calls us life. We were formed in the womb by Him. In Psalms 139, 13 through 16, it says, formed inward parts, wove me together. He's talking about the life that He created inside the womb. Jeremiah 1:5 also says that the womb is sacred and that we have a purpose. So why do we think that it's okay to take away that life when it's a gift that has been given to us? Next, I'm going to talk about what abortion is. So abortion is termination of a fetus within the first 28 weeks. I just told y'all that the heartbeat begins at 18 weeks. That's a whole nother 10 weeks, or a whole nother couple weeks before y'all even realize that y'all can have an abortion. Like, there's so much that happens within that time. There are so many different kinds of abortion, but they all are painful for both the mother and the child. I'm just going to list just a few. In the first trimester, you can have a vacuum aspiration, which is a surgical procedure, or you can take a medication. In the second trimester, you can there's a dilation and evacuation. And 20 plus weeks, there's an induction. All of these can be found in an article called Our Bodies, Ourselves. All of these ways are such an unnatural way. They invade the womb, and they either, the suction, it pulls it out. The medication, you take the pill, and it, cuts off the airflow, and it, very painful. And they can feel everything. Lastly, I'm going to explain why it should be illegal. A couple of weeks ago, there was a movie that was released called Unplanned. In the movie, it explains what Planned Parenthood is and everything that it entails. The opening scene that it starts out with, if you watch it, you need to bring a box of tissues. It shows the director of the clinic actually being taken into where the abortion's happening, and it shows the suction, and it shows the poor little fetus trying to escape and reach out and try to get away from it because it hurts. You can see its mouth gasping. There's an article on abortions called Pros and Cons. It even says that the U.S. government, claims these little fetuses to be humans. They have an Unborn Victims of Violence Act. It protects unborn children from assault and murder. Anyone who is caught trying to assault and murder will be punished for intentionally killing a human being. So a human is more than just walking and breathing and having a life. We all start out in one place. So, I mean, it's still the same thing. Like, we're still a human even if we're not speaking yet. So, in conclusion, life begins way before we take a breath on our own without our mother's umbilical cord. We take time to develop because we are such a sophisticated species. God designed us in a way, so why should we take that away? There are different ways, but it's still killing. It is harmful for both the mother and the child, and it is very, very painful. The government has an act saying that it is murder, so why are we to say it's any different? And a really big fight we have going on right now in our U.S. is women fighting for equal rights. They are fighting for abortion, but yet they're taking away the right of their unborn child because they are taking away its voice before it ever has time to speak on its own. So why should it be legal? It's murder. Why is it going to be any different?